Hi everyone, it's Wednesday. It's time for News 2 Gives Back. I'm meteorologist Marcus Bagwell. News 2 Gives Back is in partnership with Twice Daily and lunch provided by Rippies. Well, you know, during our newscast, we are News 2 on tour this week in Montgomery County, and we are here in Clarksville to recognize YAIPAK. This is a wonderful organization that helps out this community and helps out across the country as well in times of need, not just during disasters, but everyday needs as well. So I wanted you to hear a little bit more about YAIPAK. I have Meg Pritchett. She's here with the board member. She's a board member with YAIPAK. And then we have Miss Debbie Fields. She is the director of operations here on the floor for YAIPAK. We're going to hear about what happens here on the floor because this is a massive warehouse. You'll hear about that in just a second. But Miss Meg, first of all, thank you so much for your time. Tell us about the mission and the history of YAIPAK, because you aren't just here in Clarksville, you also have a place down in Texas too.
Yes, so YAIPAK exists to meet the needs of our community, and we do that by providing resources and comfort and really working through other organizations. But it was founded about 10 years ago by Sherry Nicholson. She's our CEO, and it was really just founded out of her heart for seeing the needs in the community. What started as homeless outreach now spans into 4 different pillars: Be the Hope, which is community outreach; Patriot Hope, which serves our veterans; Rebuild Hope, which responds to disasters; and then Foster Hope, which helps out children who are vulnerable and hurting.
Disasters are something that unfortunately Montgomery County has seen a lot recently. We had the floods from earlier this year. We had the tornado from almost 2 years ago that came through here. Even also over the summer, with y'all having a Texas base, you had the flooding down in the Kerrville area. How do all of these pillars come together to help those in need when there is a crisis or when they are in need of any assistance?
Yeah, so we have a unique ability to mobilize very quickly. So like our Be the Hope initiative, which is a section of our warehouse here, we're actually able to turn our pack-out area into a shopping area. So for example, when the tornadoes hit Clarksville a couple years ago, we were able to open up the warehouse as a distribution center. But then in addition to that, we're able to mobilize people, get them on the ground to help with cleanup as well. And right now, even last week, we sent out an 18-wheeler down to Jamaica, so it went down to Florida, and that just had different medical supplies and different things that they needed, so we're able, again, to mobilize very quickly.
Okay, that's great. I'm going to come back and ask you about how people can help and donate to you all in just a moment. But Miss Debbie, tell us about the operations here. We came at a time where it's a little bit quiet, but it gets busy with volunteers coming in as well in the afternoon. What are you all doing here on the floor to help others in need in this community?
So just in this community alone, we have our pack out team that's able to pack out about 500 pack outs a month, which approximately reach about 2,500 people just locally. On top of that, we also have our supply requests. So if you are a nonprofit, a church, a food pantry, we have links where you can request items once you show us your 501c3 status, just for validation, things of that nature. So it's not only just meeting the family in need, but it's also meeting the nonprofit that might need those non-perishables, the clothing. There's a few that come to mind that directly work with homelessness. There's a few that work directly with foster care. There's a few that work directly with children, getting them off the streets. So all together, they really encompass all of our pillars, just to make basically a well-oiled machine, for lack of better words. And we are very blessed because being a nonprofit and taking no government funding, we have very few employees on staff. We have 7, and only 2 of which are full-time in this warehouse. I'm one of 2. With that, we have over 2,500 volunteers that serve with us throughout the year. Without them, there's no way that we could do these pack outs, from serving children that have been pulled for immediate assistance in foster care, to helping veterans get off the street, to our homeless outreach teams that actually goes out into encampments, meets the need of those individuals, and then also lets them know that you can come to our front door for assistance, for next steps, not just a handout. So the overall 30,000 foot view is all of the pillars truly do overflow into one another. They are separate, but they all complement one another.
That's really great. Thank you for taking time to share that, Miss Debbie. I want to come back to you, Miss Meg, and ask about a twofold question. Yes, how can the public be involved and how can they help donate to you all? But also, for that person that may be in need, what are the steps they need to take too in order to receive help like this? And what's the external resource they need to go to first?
Yes, so the best way to get involved is to come to our warehouse. We have 3 different days that we have serve hours that are open to the community. We have Monday from 9 to noon, Wednesday from noon to 2, and then Thursday evenings from 5 to 7. And so that's a really great way to get involved. You can also make a donation online at yaipak.org/give, and that really impacts us in a big way. And then as far as a person who may be like hurting or going through tough times, I just recommend that they give us a call or they can email us, and then we can help get them connected to one of those resources that we have.
Okay, sounds good. Miss Meg, thank you very much.
Yes,
Miss Debbie, thank you so much for your time. We are so thankful for their team here and the volunteers that serve here each week. We want to say thank you. We brought them lunch just to give appreciation to them. You can hear the noise in the background. That's all part of what this organization is about, is providing hope for those that are in need. This segment of News 2 Gives Back is in partnership with Twice Daily and lunch provided by Rippy's. Thanks for watching this edition of News 2 Gives Back.